Hi everyone, it is Foul Play here. We are back for some more Modern. Now the leaderboards did reset and we've had all the cards spoiled from Return to Zendikar. I'm not sure if it's live or not on here, but pre-release is coming out pretty much tonight here in Australia. I can't attend any of that because I've got soccer tomorrow and that's just not going to happen. But yeah, so potentially big shake up for what the metagame's going to be doing, testing out some of those new land cards, particularly those control decks, I imagine. I can see some of them being very, very good for control decks. Alright, so I have gone a little bit back to basics here. I was sort of mucking around with the list a little bit, trying to get it good against Euro decks. And look, we just didn't verse them. I don't know why, but we just didn't see any in 4 or 5 leagues. And it was pretty ridiculous after having it absolutely destroy us to not seeing it at all. So I'm making a very big and noticeable difference change to the deck here today, which is I am bringing Lurrus back into the deck. Now, I've had Leyline of Sanctity in the side for a while, ever since Jun sort of disappeared. Off the radar, and I mean we've still been putting up the results and doing quite well, so why not run Lurrus again? One of my viewers commented on it. I thought it was a pretty good idea as well, and I was actually thinking of it myself before they commented, thinking yeah, maybe it's time. So with Lurrus comes Soul Guide Lantern. So for 1 mana, enters the battlefield, and you can exile a target card from an opponent's graveyard. And then you can tap Soul Guide Lantern to sacrifice it and exile each opponent's graveyard, or you can sack it to draw a card. So why is this important? Well, it's important because we don't necessarily always want our graveyard to be exiled. We like Rancor in our graveyard. We like Sentinel's Eyes in our graveyard. Those cards are very good. And, Grispoon as well. We like to be able to have the ability to get them back. And a lot of the time against Jund, Rest in Peace wins me the game because their Tarmogoyfs are 0/1s. But at the same time, a lot of the times I lose out on card advantage because I lose my Rancors, my Sentinel's Eyes, my Grispoon. As soon as that one sweeping effect comes along, or an Abrupt Decay even just puts it from the graveyard and battlefield to the graveyard, it makes it very hard for me to come back into those games. So this will buff up their Tarmogoyfs a little bit. I'm not able to exile my own graveyard with it. But conversely, at the same time, I don't even need to use the exile effect. If I have 2 or 3 in play, I can just use the draw ability and then just get an extra card each turn with Lurrus, which is very strong as well. Or I can, draw a card with it and then replay it from the graveyard with the Lurrus, and then exile my opponent's graveyard again. So that's going to be pretty sweet, pretty fun. And I am looking forward to it, definitely. Also against Euro decks, same thing goes with these cards going into my grave. Alright, so with my land base, I've got my stock land base there. I've got my stock 12 creatures with my auras. It's mostly the same. I've just changed a couple of the numbers. So 4 ethereal armor for 1/1 for each enchantment I control, and first strike. Grispoon 1/0 and flying, can return it from the grave. That's a 4 of as well. So 4 of Hyena Umbra, 1/1 first strike totem armor. 4 of Rancor, +2 and trample, returns from the grave to your hand. If it goes to the grave from the battlefield, that is. 2 of Sentinel's Eyes for that 1/1 vigilance with escape there. 2 of for the Spider Umbra. 4 of the Daybreak Coronet, of course, our MVP aura. And a 1 of All That Glitters. So All That Glitters, really sweet, strong card. Potential to add a lot more than 1 power for the enchantment, obviously, with other stuff on there. So then we got the 3 Path to Exiles in the main deck. I did remove the 1 Path to Exile from the side to make room for this Lurrus over here. So other than that, yeah, Soul Guide Lantern. We're running that as a 3 of. We talked about that before. We've got Gadok Tig, great against non-creature spell decks with X with their Planeswalkers. So Tron looking at you, blue-white control. Sort of frustrating they have Ether Gust, but maybe we're just going to have to try and ignore that. So I have still got a 1 of Seal of Primordium. Obviously that pairs very well with Lurrus as well. Repeatable destroy effect there. We've got the 4 Leyline of Sanctity inside for those discard matchups like Death Shadow, Jun. And 3 Force of Vigor for, you know, Chalice decks, Ensnaring Bridge decks, all of that. So with that said and done, we're going to go ahead and get into a Modern League with this deck. See if we can get ourselves onto the leaderboard here, now that it has been reset, right? And yeah, with soccer, that is wrapping up soon. So I will be getting into streaming once that's done. We've only got 2 weeks left. Currently battling it out for the title. We're versing second place tomorrow, who's 1 point behind us. And the third place is equal points with them. So pretty much if we win this match, we go clear at the top. We're versing like third bottom next week. So that's an expected win. So this week is like a must win for us. Big game. I could be, you know, ending my playing career on a title, because I think this is going to be my last season, so I can concentrate more on my Magic, more on my streaming, and actually going to GPs and like qualifiers and things, a lot of which I miss out on because they're on at the same time that I'm doing soccer stuff. So it looks like we lost the die roll here. We're up against Loppy. Nice little flame icon there. Flame Phoenix. Guess I could just say Phoenix, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and get our Lurrus happening here. Alright, handle is looking pretty good to me. I'm going to keep this. We got... Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. I misclicked. My bad. Alright, that was definitely a keep, but, you know... bad beats by myself. Alright, so I'm going to probably just bottom the Spider Umbra. It seems like the weakest aura in my hand. Damn. But yeah, that double core Spirit Dancer 2 mana hand with lots of stuff would have been very good. If this is Stoneblade, we might actually lose with this hand where we would have won with the other one. Although, you know, Glade Cover Scout, very good as well. Dodging Path to Exiles, Flicker effects if it's Hate Bears as well. Brushland. Is this an Eldrazi Tron list? Grand Abolisher. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, enchantments, creatures. Cool. Alright, that's fine by me. So we missed a land drop here, which does suck a little bit. I'm going to just go ahead and get my Hyena Umbra down here and pass the turn to my opponent. Next turn, if we draw land, we can still go like Daybreak Coronet. This makes... Yeah... Why is he giving it protection of color? No reason, just because he can? Okay. Not sure what color he gave it protection from then. Not sure it's relevant. Wonder if they're doing something funky with one of the new cards. Helliod combo. Right. Well, that's scary. Alright, we miss our land drop, so we're just going to give our creature flying so we can ignore this Grand Abolisher. Actually, I should have done that last turn and attack for 2, so I have missed 2 points of damage here. That is okay, hopefully. We still get there and there's no Walking Ballista or anything. Spike Feeder, okay, great. Well, versus a rubbish deck and lose. Yeah, we may well have got there with the first hand just. They did deal a lot of damage to themselves. So yeah, my bad. So I have not got very much in the sideboard that is very good here. I think Gadok Tig comes in because they... Well, do they use that 2 mana spell to tutor for a creature instead of like Court of Calling? Maybe they have both. I think they probably have both. I can, if I bring in Seal of Primordium or Force of Vigor, I can potentially hit... Yeah, this deck does run some number of spell skites, right? So I do want to bring in some number of these. But yeah, I can potentially hit a Walking Ballista as well before they play Helliod, which could be quite good. So Spider Umbra is not the best, but it is force fodder. All the glitters we probably want to leave in because it is quite fast. Yeah, I'm struggling to see cards I actually want to cut here. Maybe Sentinel's Eyes loses a lot of value because they're probably not beating us fairly. And I really wish I had an exile effect for the artifacts. Maybe 2 Gadok Tig because I'm not super sure on it still. Alright, let's submit that. Go with that. All the glitters, you know, it's not great on tempo, but it is a large, like a quick clock, so it's quite important. The reason I conceded in that last game as well is because they essentially just got infinite life. So we're going to keep this hand. Not amazing clockwise, but we got really good interaction. So that's going to be the go this game. Just enable my border as well. Make the deck look that little bit nicer. Oh, the stream, sorry, look a little bit nicer. The recording. Guess I'm not streaming at the moment. Alright, so there is the Birds of Paradise. Another scout, not amazing. So I think I probably just attack for 1 and play the Gadok Tig, I think. I might think it's a second main core Spirit Dancer or something. It's only worse if I draw Daybreak Coronet next turn, and even then depending on what they do, I might not even want to tap out for a Daybreak. I might want to hold up Path. Spike Feeder. Alright, so I probably want to hold up Path at this point. So we do draw land, which is something. It's not great though. I think I just hold up both Path and ignore this scout in hand. Maybe it's going to be useful for a Force of Vigor anyway. I guess I should do this in response to... Alright, so they're just gaining some life here. Putting it into their graveyard, which normally... No, they let it into exile. Okay, so sometimes they'll like sack it to itself and then like get it back with an Eternal Witness or something. We draw the Force of Vigor. Okay. So pretty much we just attack for 4. Hold up Path to Exile, and we can cycle a Horizon Canopy end step if we don't get there. Shocking and Temple Garden. Interesting. So we can let this enter, and we got 2 ways to interact. I guess it's better to Path first, because then the Force of Vigor is gonna not give them the mana. Why can't I... Oh, Gadok Tig stops me from casting this. I'm an idiot. Oh god, I've just killed myself. Fuck. Hold on. Hold the phone. He's targeting my Gadok Tig. Which is good, because it means in response to an activation, we can kill it after that. Because he's just going to go for our face now. We might as well target the Helliod, but we can't kill the Helliod. Alright. So, we punted, but we got lucky at the same time. If he just shot us in the face then, we would have been, you know, way better off. And we'll cycle this Horizon Canopy as well. Alright, so hit land. Give me an aura, please. Okay. Cycle this one too, I guess. Well, there's an aura. Guess we just fake the Path to Exile. Alright, so go all in here. We'll play the Hyena Umbra in case they have like a Nature's Claim, which is quite possible. They're a green deck. Attack for 8. Hope it is good enough. Collected Company. Well, that's a little bit scary. Hopefully they don't hit anything with it. Captain Ranger and a Lurus. Yikes. This deck's running main deck Lurus. That is disgusting. So now they just get Walking Ballista next turn and kill us after fogging damage here. This is interesting. Why are they doing this? Why are they blocking with Captain Ranger? I don't have trample. I hope they do, because then I can disable the devotion, but we're just dead anyway, because they recast Walking Ballista for 1. What? What do you mean, copy? I don't. Yeah. Alright, so he's blocking that way anyway, so I can get rid of Captain Ranger of Eos. Wait, did they get a card with Captain Ranger anyway? So they got Walking Ballista anyway, so Lurus didn't even matter. Alright. So now they either cast Walking Ballista from hand or grave and just kill us. I'll concede to the cast. What? Wait, what are they doing now? Another Walking Ballista? That's fine. They just win. We all see that. We all know that. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't the correct decision to bring in Force. I don't know. Normally with Gadok Tig, so I suppose the repeatable Seal of Primordium's better, right? Because we still had the Lurus. Yeah. I don't know, it might have been different if we'd have won game 1. We would have got a game 3, maybe. But game 1, we also might not have been quick enough as well. I think we would have been okay. Yeah, oh well. That's like a horrible matchup, and if they have it, they have it, and we can't do much about it. So we'll just move on to game 2. Right, so match to opponent found. Looks like we won the die roll. We're up against Snapcaster Food, and they've got a cool little Velociraptor icon. Get our Lurus out there, and hand is not keepable. We'll throw it. This hand is not very good either. I think we go to 5. Obviously it has interaction, it has Totem Armor for the Dryad Arbor, but there's so much land destruction in the format at this point. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom Rancor, bottom Razorverge Thicket. Gives us an edge against Ponza, I suppose. Oh, sorry. I should have bottom Temple Garden. I thought I had double Razorverge Thicket. Missing a lot tonight. Jeez. Hopefully we don't lose by 2 points of damage. Dark Slick Shores, so here comes a discard spell. Serum Visions. Yeah. What is this? Ad Nauseam then? Alright, so they put 2 cards on the bottom of their library, which is hopefully good for us. We draw a Daybreak Coronet, which is very good for us. And now we get to attack for 4. Next turn, if we resolve Daybreak Coronet, we can attack for 7. It's not quite a 2-turn clock, or a 3-turn clock. Yeah, City of Brass. This is definitely Ad Nauseam. Let's kill them as quick as we can. This will cause them to take damage as well. You know, any 2-power aura, and we can get the win here. Of course, here comes the Phyrexian Unlife. So we can put them to 0, which is something, but not the best. There's some little like buffering symbol here at the moment. Maybe that's what I'm waiting for my opponent. I don't know. Alright, so we put them to 0. So now maybe we survive another turn and kill them. Simian Spirit Guide for Ad Nauseam. Well, that's freaking lame. Might as well view their entire library. Main deck, Pact of Negation. There's 2 Thassa's Oracles. 1, 2, 3 spoils. I'm guessing they're just running the full 4 of each, and we only saw some of them. So Simian Spirit Guide into... I guess if they have Manamorphose, they can get me that way. Otherwise, they can Lightning Storm me. I don't see Manamorphose. I mean, they're floating 3 red. So we just die to Lightning Storm. Pentad Prism. Oh, yeah, of course. So they don't even need Manamorphose because they just Pentad Prism into Thassa's Oracle. Why are they playing multiple Pentads? They somehow messed up. Alright, no they haven't. Okay. Cool. So they just win. Ad Nauseam things. 2 horrible matchups in a row. So fun times for us. So we're going to want these Gadok Teagues, and we're going to want some Enchantment Destruction for these Phyrexian Unlifes. Could keep in Leyline, but I'll bring in Leyline, but it literally does nothing. Because they can just kill us with Thassa's Oracle, as you just saw. They don't need to Lightning Storm us. So our paths do nothing. They're an easy cut. A Daybreak Coronet's at a good clock, but I mean, life gain's not really going to be necessary. Soul Guide Lantern does nothing. Alright, so how about we just remove our 2-mana auras? Just try and kill them quickly. Although all the glitters might be nice against Phyrexian Unlife. Could probably keep like couple of these and then just minus some random bloody auras that don't matter. Alright. Just because they do add more damage. Top decking one of these is better than top decking a 1-mana aura, let's be real. Yeah, Ad Nauseam things. So like Gadok Teague is great against half their combo and terrible against the other half of their combo. I guess we just keep this and hope it's good, but we'll probably just lose to their combo. Maybe we draw an interactive piece, and we get fortunate that way. If I'm looking to draw maybe a Force of Vigor, maybe I don't play the Rancor and I just play Griffspoon, but like giving them more time to combo doesn't seem good either. So they've mulligan to 6. Lotus Bloom, turn 1. Yeah, swell stuff. On the suspend there. Comes a Serum Visions. We want to see a couple of bottoms here. Tops do not mean good things for us. Alright, 2 cards bottomed. That is good. Seal of Primordium. Alright, that is interaction, so that's pretty decent. They cut for Phyrexian on life next turn. We could Seal of Primordium this turn, attack for 1, miss out on 3 points of damage, and then like next turn Rancor plus Daybreak. Or, you know, we could just attack for 4. And like we're only going to play this if we see Phyrexian on life. Or maybe we play it preemptively because Lotus Bloom, though that's not until the turn after anyway. Yeah, I think holding it is fine. Put 1 card on the bottom with the Temple Scry. Now the Daybreak. Alright, let's just jam this Daybreak and attack. Attack for 7, and then next turn we can kill them with the next Daybreak. Alright, here comes the Phyrexian on life. Force of Vigor. Interesting. So we can enchant our creature and in response to the Lotus Bloom trigger, blow it up. So we put them to 0 and then hopefully kill them upkeep. Maybe, just maybe, if all the stars align, we actually win this game here. Awesome! Alright, we get there. Sweet. Whew. Let's just run the same list back, actually. Okay, I was going to take out 1 more Daybreak Coronet, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, I'm going to throw this hand because we don't have 2 mana, we don't have interaction. So, yeah, throw this hand. Can't keep this. If I had 2 mana, maybe. Opponent's mulligan to 6. Alright, so opponent has kept 6. We're going to be throwing this because we don't have a creature. Alright, this has a creature and in 2 interactive pieces. So throw Force, throw Temple, done. Remove this stop on my opponent's upkeep. That's not really necessary now, is it? Not anymore. Alright, turn 1 Temple from my opponent, so they get a Scry, and with that Scry they are putting the card on the bottom of their library. That's what we like to see. Lotus Bloom, not really what we like to see. So Temple Garden can come out, and we'll just put it in tapped because we don't need the life there, obviously. Serum Visions for my opponent. So draw a card, then scry 2. Guess if they had another Temple land, they would be doing that beforehand so they can guarantee what they're drawing. They bottomed both cards with that. Let's just get our Gadok Teague out there. Do all its Teague-like stuff. Right. Alright. So Temple of Enlightenment now. And they're putting that on the bottom of their library as well. Alright, so that's good. So Rancor is the quickest clock, so I'm going to cast that. Although that is slightly worse if I need to call upon a Force of Vigor that I draw. But we do have the second main Seal of Primordium, which is good against everything except Aether Gust here, I suppose. I guess they can bounce Gadok Teague with Aether Gust too, so forcing the issue here could be good. was wondering how I like pop that up and have it as like a floating card instead of here, because like that's always on my opponent's side, and I just want to put it on my side. Oh wait, that one there. Okay, yeah, cool. Where should our companion live? Over here? No, that looks silly. Guess he can just sit in our hand over here, right? Alright, so Seal of Primordium does resolve, so that's nice. So I'm not going to try to look and to take like Lotus Bloom and Draw Step or something, because I'm not going to clock them anyway, and they're likely going to get to their mana. This is reserved for Phyrexian on life. And, you know, hopefully I don't lose because of that decision, but I think it's the right one because they're on 16. We're not anywhere near killing them. We don't have any ethereal armors in hand. Alright, so opponent is passing the turn to us by the looks of things. And we draw a 1 mana aura, so we can just unload our hand. If I jump my creature to 7, it's still a 3-turn clock. So, I guess if they have Ether Gust, I'm just screwed anyway, because I'll do it end step. So I might as well just empty my hand. What is this? Echoing Truth? Well, yeah, that's some pretty major value there. Alright. So, were we beating an Echoing Truth anyway? Probably not. I think, yeah, I wanted to destroy the Lotus Bloom in response to all of that. Yeah, I think we're pretty boned now. Pretty boned. GG. So I always like to stay up to date with what my opponent sideboards against me, just so I know. So obviously we see a second Echoing Truth there. Third Echoing Truth, a Swan Song. And the fourth Echoing Truth. So 4 Echoing Truths and a Swan Song. Alright. So, yep. No good. In the losers bracket now, the 0-2. Yikes. I mean, two very difficult matchups. We did well just getting a game off of Ad Nauseam there. It's like, it's very, very difficult now. They're a very consistent deck now that they've got Thassa's Oracle. Because when they cast Thassa's Oracle with the trigger on the stack, they can just cast Spoils of the Vault, or I guess Ad Nauseam as well, and then just draw their whole deck. But yeah, they just cast Spoil of the Vaults with that trigger on the stack, draw their whole deck, and win when the trigger resolves. So yeah, it makes Spoils a they win card, and then they just need, like, where Spoils used to sometimes kill them, and it wasn't the most consistent thing. Now, because of Thassa's Oracle, it's just a wins card. They just win off it, you know. All right, that's enough of my ramblings. Let's get into match 3 here. We lost the die roll. This Lurrus is not very lucky. We're losing a lot of die rolls with this Lurrus. Samurai Drive. Is Samurai Drive keeping 7? So they're beginning with 7. All right, so we're gonna keep this one. We've got the double Core Spirit Dancer, but, you know, got a very decent clock with our auras. We've got some totem armor. Noble Hierarch, turn 1. What are they on? Alright, let's just play Windswept Heath Uncracked. Infect. Okay. So I want to thin my deck so I can draw to my Path to Exiles, I suppose. Yeah, well, this is a third, like, horrible matchup in a row. I don't really understand why we're getting all the bad matchups right now. Not a big fan of that, but, you know, I guess they happen. Alright, well, do they have, you know, the kill, is the question. There's the scale up. Do they have any pump spell? I'm assuming they do, because they're just, like, so strong now with scale up. And they have the Exalted, so yeah. Goes to a 9-9, Exalted trigger goes to a 10-10. So we just lose for Exaxes. They've got one card left in hand, so, you know, they're, like, super close to not getting us. Now, you know, Infect, pretty difficult matchups. We're going to want some number of Artifact Destroy Infects, because it does hit the Inkmoth Nexus, but also they brought in Spellskite sometimes, so this is pretty relevant. I don't think we want anything else from our sideboard. As for cards to take out, Coronet's still pretty decent, because the life gain is pretty nice, right? Sorry, the Vigilance is pretty nice. The life gain doesn't really matter. We might want to trim on, like, a couple of Grist Spoons. Maybe like one Grist Spoon there. On the play, Core Spirit Dance is probably fine. I might trim one, trim a Coronet and an All That Glitters. Alright. I guess maybe I'm going a little bit too hard on the Artifact Destroy effects. So we'll be on the play. We'll get our thingy. This hand is awful. We don't even have First Strike. We don't have removal. Yeah, like, there's no way I'm keeping this hand. This hand is, like, equally as awful. Alright, well, it looks like we're just doomed to lose this league here. Honestly, give me a keepable 7. None of this is good. Why do I have to go to 4 cards? And I can't even keep this. Oh, my God. So can we go to 3? I mean, I don't think so. What am I even keeping? Like, what hand am I left with? Do I bottom land? I don't think so. Hello, Mr. Luris. Already, my lucky Luris. Opponent plays a Dried Arbor to start off with, so Battle of the Arbors, that's kind of funny. Alright, let's go ahead and start the beats. Maybe they got really greedy and just kept a Spellskite hand that doesn't do anything. We rip Daybreak Coronet and then we can win from there. Blighted Agent. So they kept a Blighted Agent hand. Alright. So, what do we do here? I guess we can't block anyway, so we might as well attack for 2. I guess playing Glade Cover Scout was pointless, because we could have held up Path, and also cycled Horizon Canopy End Step. So now we've just let our opponent know that they can just kill us here. Alright, well, horrible matchup, does horrible things, so... Alright, so concede. What was our next card? Like, they might have just waited on the... Yeah, next card was Rancor into... Yeah, so just awful stuff. Alright. See if we can get any play points back or something. I don't know. This is not going so great. 3 horrible, pretty much unwinnable matchups in a row. Good times. Okie dokie. Match 4. What jank can we verse this time? Winning the Dyral. Alright. Lucky Luris winning us the Dyral. Right. We are up against Granham. I've versed this guy before. I recognize that name. I'm going to keep this hand, I suppose. See what our opponent's doing. Opponent's mulliganing to 5 cards. We might have something going here. The misfortunes of my opponent. Just bring this one in tapped. Save those life points. Tron. Yeah. Tron's not what I want to see. Tron's not what I want to see at all. Well, I guess if they have an Oblivion Stone, this hand's pretty good against the Oblivion Stone stuff. If they have literally anything else, so Blast Zone. So they've already got their Tron happening. It's kind of scary. Pretty good looking hand though. Alright, so we do get back our Rancor if he blows stuff up. And we drew 3 cards, 3 pretty dead cards though. Is this Worm Coil Engine? Alright, well, I guess maybe they had a Worm Coil Engine or something, and what they were doing was just not quite good enough. So we do luck out a little bit there. Against Tron, I like to bring in my Gadok Tigs and my forces, or at least some number of forces. I like to take out my paths. We're on the draw, so of course Spirit Dancer loses a lot of value. Still an excellent card. Might just bring in 2 forces instead of the full 3. What I like to do with force is hit a turn 1 expedition map and watch them cry. Hopefully watch them cry. Nothing is guaranteed, right? So this hand is absolutely awful. I'm gonna throw it. We have like no clock. We're gonna throw that. Our opponent's also at 6. Alright, we got a Gadok Tig. We got our interaction. We're keeping this one. I'll bottom the Windswept Heath. Done. Done deal. Could get like Dried Arbor into Tig and then we're better against Oblivion Stone, but my hand's full of white auras and I don't really think I want to be doing that. Second Tig. Alright. Let's go team. Let's go team Gadok Tig. So Gadok Tig is good. Tower this time for my opponent. Either Gadok Tig will do everything or it will do nothing. Prey on no Walking Ballista. Alright, so they haven't done anything yet. They can, however, be holding up a Dismember or a Spatial Contortion. So I guess we just get ourselves out of range of that if possible. 5/5 is as close as we can get this turn. And no Dismember. So that's really good. So maybe they're just drawing to Planeswalkers now. Blossom, less than preferable. Cycle Horizon Canopy, look for Daybreak. Alright, so I want to just attack here. Get the 5 damage in. And then play Hyena Umbra second main. If I play it pre-combat, they might make me lose 3 damage. I don't think so. But we'll just, you know, play as as well as we can. I can't think of the word. As tight as we can. I say that, but I should have played the Glade Cover Scout there as well. So it's not quite what I should be doing. So an activation's going to make us lose a lot. We're going to lose everything except Sentinel's Eyes here. Alright, let's commit the Scout to the board. And there's no point putting down Daybreak Coronet into a 2-mana Blast Zone. So, Totem Armor OP. We keep our guy. If we dodge Walking Ballista, we just win. If they have Walking Ballista, we make a Giant Scout and attack. Worm Coil Engine. Whew. Opponent's still got some tricks up their sleeves, I'll tell you that much. Here comes the Worm Coil. He says not much reason to cycle this Horizon Canopy. Might want to play 2 auras or something. Attack our opponent down to 2. Alright, we just kill on first strike damage. Cool. Alright, so first win here. Maybe they didn't know that Gadok Teague had first strike. I'm not sure. Seems like an odd block. Guess maybe it's just like a whole tilt play as well, because obviously it was a very good Gadok Teague, right? Just shredded their hands, tore their hands apart. Yes, alright, not too bad. Alright, so match number 5 here. Losing the Dyral, Lucky Luris. Lucky Luris. Alright. So opponent has chosen to be on the play, not too surprisingly. Alright, so this hand we've got a path, and we've got 2 creatures in hand. We've got a Luris. I think we keep it. I think with Luris, these kinds of hands are like way more recoverable, right? Temple Garden as well. Alright, so Temple Garden can just go untapped. Snow Forest. This match, yeah, up against Cumin. Up against Cumin. Alright, so play a guy. See what happens. Do you have the path opponent? So no end-step path, so that seems pretty good for me. What are they doing? Oh! Oh, we are up against Spirit. A Spirit effect here. Alright, so this is going to get exiled. This is one of the new cards. When it leaves, we create a token. So that's pretty annoying. What do we want to spend our turn doing here? Because we can kill this, get a token, attack. Oh, we can't attack with the token? I guess I wanted to play my Dried Arbor there. So, get this thing off the board. Get our 2/2. Fix our opponent's mana. Alright, so might as well play some spells while we can. Hope our creature lives. Later on we can get him back with Luris if need be. This Illusion Art's pretty nice. They just got another one. Teferi, well that's pretty good as well. Fun times. Alright, so we'll play Dryad Arbor, we'll put Lurrus into our hands, and pass the turn to our opponent. Up against some sort of Bant brew here. Ice Fang Coddle. Well, I thought this card would see play, but I thought it would be seeing play in Spirits, not some Bant deck. Seems very odd. Maybe they're just Stoneblade and they haven't drawn the Stoneblade. Or the Stoneforge Mystic, I should say. Yeah, wishing I had some Torpor Orbs right about now. Torpor Orb would be nice. So, creature or non-land permanent? So they get auras as well, and they get exiled. Eldorami's cool. Alright, come forth, Eldorami. What filth have you got for us? What, Eladorami? Eladorami? Sure, someone at home's sitting there annoyed at my butchering of probably every card's name, to be honest. Soul Herder. We're up against Soul Herder. Well, I guess that's a spirit, and Soul Herder's a spirit, and the Apparition's a spirit. So, what are we going to do here? Well, let's just give our creature some good old-fashioned first strike and try to kill Teferi. I think that's what we do. And then we can second main a Bogle. Path to Exile. Let's get this Bogle happening. All aboard the Bogle train, or the Scout train. This is a Scout. Paying a lot of attention at the moment. Alright, so Scout is down. Ready to boogie. Night of Autumn. I mean, sure. That doesn't do very much, though. I'm not sure what our opponent... Like, because we get this back for free. I'm not sure what my opponent's deck is doing. I'm really not. They do, however, have 5 cards in hand, so they're winning that battle. And they have main deck Night of Autumn and the Skyclave Apparition. So this is not looking too good for us at all, I'll tell you that much. I think our opponent might be edging us on this one. Not sure what is such a difficult decision in their second main. It probably means very bad stuff for us because... yeah. Alright, so let's cast our Lurrus. Recast our Griffspoon from the grave. Not the best value. But I want to kill this Teferi this turn before they get more value with her. And then, again, we're going to do the not the best value and go ahead and cast a Hyena Umbra here. Just going to attack and try to kill Teferi here. I guess they could chump block with an Ice Fang, which would... No, they don't have the mana for that. Alright. Oh, they're just running that stupid Ephemerate card, so they can just chump block. Sure. Seems swell. And guess what's coming at our Aura's face next turn? Oh, we lose our creature? Are you kidding me? Well, as far as getting punished is concerned, boy, did we get punished. Remember this deck being, like, super bloody annoying when it, like, first came out? And, like, doesn't seem like... it wasn't very consistent. was the thing. But this card's a freaking big problem. Literally, they've just dealt with everything. I mean, I guess we didn't have a Bogle hand, so we didn't have an aggressive hand. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and concede this one. This very entertaining game, and get on to our sideboarding. So, sideboarding-wise, don't even see anything that I want, which is scary. I guess Soul Guide Lantern interacts with their graveyard. And there are spirits that bring stuff back from their graveyards, although I don't think in their colors, although they could be running Eternal Witness. I guess we bring in 2 Soul Guide Lanterns. Take out a Core Spirit Dancer, take out an All That Glitters. And just hope and pray. Maybe I'll leave that in. I'll take out a Spider Umbra. No. A Griffspoon. Alright. We'll take out something. Boy, do I love the losers bracket and the jank bracket. Alright, we're going to keep this hand. It's pretty sweet. Let's watch it get torn to shreds by my opponent's interaction. Yep. Seems pretty decent. We got our path interaction on our own. Fueling our own graveyard. I suppose if they're destroying stuff. That's only good for us as well. Could be the time to bring back Torpor Orb. Make Torpor Orb great again. Or Hushbringer. Alright, let's go ahead and get aggressive. I think that's probably the best way of us winning this game, right? No need to get tricky, just get aggressive. Really was what we did not have in game 1. Oh, hold up mana. Oh, hello, baby. Let's go Core Spirit Dancer. Oh, and Rancor as well. Alright, this is sort of game I won against this deck. This is the turn 4 kill. This is what this is. Ooh. Ooh. Eldorami, what are you getting? What is my opponent doing? Deputy! Don't do this to me, opponent. That's alright. We got the path anyway, so that's fine. Man, just look at how good Torpor Orb is in this matchup, though. It shuts their entire deck down, except, I guess, Teferi, but, like, that's one card, right? I guess we just start by drawing stuff. Alright, I didn't draw anything I liked, so we'll make my opponent think I top-decked this or something. Realistically, we just had it all along. Oh no, I should have gone for flex points and pathed my own scout there, so I could have recast the Sentinel's Eyes, gotten 3/3 on the core, and then core would have attacked for 7 and it still would have been lethal, I think, or was it one shot? I can't remember. Flex points though, love me some flex points. Alright, so Spirit Dance is kind of nice. Maybe we just trim down on the clunky stuff. Yes, Soul Guide Lantern's kind of clunky. Not guaranteed they're doing anything with their grave. Maybe we'll have one in just in case. So, yeah, I guess we just want a hexproof creature hand. This is a hexproof creature hand. We got good auras. We're going to just have to hope our opponent gives us land. Really like to see some land. That would be my favorite thing in the world right now. Alright, so opponent decided to keep their 7. And let's see what happens. Flooded Strand. Hopefully no turn 1 Noble Hierarch, because that will give them that extra aggression. Ether Vial. Well, Ether Vial is probably better for us than Noble Hierarch, I think. These triggers go somewhere else. I don't want them in the middle of my screen. Alright, so our first draw was Rancor, so we've missed land, but we still have another draw to hopefully find it. Hopefully. Second Ether Vial. Alright, and we find land 2. Excellent. Alright, so what I want to do here actually is I want to just take a step back from the aggressiveness. I want to play double Hyena Umbra, because all their good stuff is at 3 mana, right? And they're coming right up on 3 mana. I value all these auras in my hand a lot more than what I value this like extra 2 damage that I could potentially get here. So they've got Night of Autumn, they've got that Apparition Spirit thing. They might even have a different card as well at 3 mana. Well, we saw Deputy of Detention as well. I guess maybe I should have diversified and gone to Sentinel's Eyes in case it was Deputy, because now I'm giving them the 2 for 1. So yeah, that was a little bit wrong. A little bit wrong. Hopefully I don't get punished. What you got, opponent? Show me what you got. Blue mana. What is this? Each player can't cast more than 1 spell a turn. Alright, calm down, opponent. Calm down. We'll get our Rancor happening. Whew. Alright, well, someone asked if this card was going to see play, and it looks like it's seeing play. Get the Rancor down. Oh man, this is like super annoying with all their bounce effects and everything. If I kill Deputy, I can't recast anything. It's broken, man. This card is broken. Big yikes. Alright, opponent's down to 8. We're winning the race. We are winning the race. We just need to get those last few points of damage down. Teferi, whatever. Pfft. Get out of here, Teferi. Haven't got time for you. Hello, baby. Well, if I can only cast 1 spell, I'm happy to cast this one. Let's do it. So they do have a 3 mana vial. They can do their interaction and everything. Teferi. Why do I care about Teferi? They're on 8. Kill them. Kill them now. Ugh. Well, we've still got our Vigilance attack in because they've activated the vial at the wrong time, in my opinion. So, you know, we're winning out pretty hard here. How are you blocking me, opponent? How are you blocking me? They can actually eat up my totem armor here, by the way. That's fine because it allows us to cast 2 auras next turn, though. I say they've just gone down to 4. That's fine. That is very fine. Alright, now they've got double vial on 3. This is where things get tricky. Looks like they might be flooding out. They haven't missed a land drop. Oh, wait, no, they've missed 1 land drop. That means they drew land that turn. Alright. Show me good turn. Save our best auras for last. That is what we do. Collected Company, maybe? Alright. Just thin the deck and reduce your life total. That's fine by me as well. Is that a flex thinning? Could well be. Opponent is taking my ethereal armor. You know what? This is not too bad. If they triple block me, I kill the 2 things. I get 2 tokens next turn. That's how they're doing it. 2/2 body would be nice next turn, but it doesn't really accomplish much, does it? Opponent's down to 1 card. I think let's kill this Archeon and then look to cast a hexproof creature off to the side. I think I'm happy with the blocking order. And as long as they don't like vial in another one of those things, then the line works fine, right? So far this Lurrus has done very little this league, except in a match that we were already losing. So not super impressed with what it's done this league, but we didn't really verse anything hugely grindy, except for this, I suppose. Hello! Hello! Why am I putting Sentinel size on my opponent's creature? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Alright, so we've got a lot of damage here. I'm going to attack with both creatures. Well, maybe not. I have the win from the path anyway. Let's just attack with... Alright, opponent's conceded. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take the those little victories, you know. I'll take that that 2-3. Alright, well, we versed some jank. We beat some jank as well. But yeah, 3 terrible matchups. We can't really be expected to win those, I don't think. A little bit unfortunate. So yeah. I'm going to end this video here real shortly. I'm just going to go ahead and say, yeah, if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Lurrus coming back into the deck, what you think about Soul Guide Lantern. For tomorrow's video, I am going to be playing blue-white Bogles. So it's gotten a little bit of attention around the place. I don't currently have 4 Force of Negations. I only have 1. I said I was only going to play it if I had 4. Here's the deal. Jund has fallen off the face of the earth for some reason. I guess they just can't beat Uro. And Force of Negation is not that crucial if you're not versing Thoughtseize decks, right? So Stubborn Denial will do just fine. And the other half of the meta is Burn. And you know what's good against Burn? Stubborn Denial is perfectly fine against Burn. Let's go with it. Let's get into it. So I'm going to give it a playtest, see what happens, give a little bit of content back out there for the people that play Blue, White, and Bant. And, you know, I'm only about 10 tickets away from my second Force of Negation as well. So hopefully I can continue jamming games for it into the future. Thanks, guys. I'll see you here tomorrow.